Hello? Hello? Okay, I did that enough times. Hi! I still don't know how to make... Am I frozen? Am I not moving? What happened to my mouth? Where's my mouth? Why is it not moving? Excuse me? Excuse me, program. Why are you... That's the wrong microphone, ma'am. It's okay, it's better now. Everything's good, everything's cool. Struggling to hear my tiny voice out over Hatsune Miku. Sometimes it's like that. Anyway. Hi. I still haven't been streaming very frequently because I haven't had very much energy. Sorry about that. um Look. There's just a lot going on, you know? It's just a lot. It's just a whole lot is the thing. And you know, I'm gonna choose a. How y'all doing? Hi Cora, how are you? My map has measles. Oh no, it didn't get vaccinated for those before or after 1989. Shit, that's no good. Which of these seems fun? We can do a long haul. Let's do a long haul. We'll go all the way from Kansas to Arizona. Um, we'll take air conditioning units to Arizona. Why not? Where is it? There it is. Okay. So, I I'm in an odd place when it comes to the long haul right now. Because, this is... You know what? I didn't do the fucking intro. Shit. Let me get this trailer and then we'll do it. Oh no. Oh no, I didn't do the intro. Um Also, I'm just kind of figuring the buttons out as I go because if you may remember from a couple of episodes ago that I tried to play this game and it turns out they changed all of the buttons. And I couldn't figure out how to get back to the way I liked it, so I'm just kind of trying the new thing and guessing. So, where the heck is this road? Oh, there. Anyway, friends, enemies, past romantic partners, of future nemesis. Welcome to the long haul. It's a celebration of simulation. My name is Shiv Rose. We're playing American Truck Simulator for the first time in a hot minute. Now, okay, so I guess the high beams toggle on and off. Okay. We're learning. We're figuring this out. The high beams are a hold down the button toggle now. As opposed to just turning on their own button separately from the regular lights. I guess I did have time to go there. Whoops. What's this guy up to? What's this clown doing? What are these people doing? Traffic. Okay, I guess the next car's also stopping. I'm just gonna go. They're all being weird. They're all being strange. Anyway, so you're hungry? How's how's the hunger? I don't know. I don't know what questions to ask. I haven't done this in too long. Um so yeah, I'm in an odd place with regards to long haul right now. Um because I got like a full on, I'm not going to say fancy steering wheel setup because it's not, but I got like a full steering wheel setup now, you know? And hello, Quinn. How are you doing, Quinn? That was really high pitched. I got a lot of high energy today. It's called a Manic episode, and you're getting 3 more seasons. Woohoo! I stole that quote from the Amazing Digital Circus. I watched the episode where Gangle has a Manic episode last night. The H in Shiv stands for high. You're so right. Um. Anyway, so I have a fancy-ish like steering wheel setup now. Like it's not nice. It's all like the worst stuff you can get that isn't literally like plastic garbage that'll break instantly. Um, and it's a lot of fun to play American Truck Simulator with. Someone's trying to steal your world record in blocks for babies? That's so fucked up. Oh, I'm going way too fast. Do you suppose? Okay, cruise control is not on hold square anymore. That's the high beams light, right? I can't decide if I should look it up or if I should just live without cruise control. So the problem with the steering wheel setup is that it's very large, which means it's harder to get a microphone positioned by my mouth. It's pretty loud, which, you know, self-explanatory why that's not great. I'm not great at driving with it yet because it takes getting used to. Because, you know, you're doing you're doing like car muscle memory, but on a much smaller steering wheel for a much larger vehicle. That also, am I good? I am good. Um, yeah, you're doing all of that, and also you have to do things like reverse, which is really hard. You'll remember that when I did use the steering wheel on the show, I instantly crashed, like within seconds. It took a while to get good with the Wii wheel in Mario Kart. Yeah, exactly. You get me. You feel me. So yeah, like I'm kind of in a weird place because I would like to use it. I would like to use it for the show. Oh, and sorry, there's one more very important detail. Y'all can't see it. I don't have a webcam. I don't own a webcam. I'm just a funny little plushie. And also, I'd rather not show the human version of my face because I'm not a big fan of it. The reason I wanted to do a little PNG tuber instead of having my face on screen is because having your face on screen means that you have to like make sure you're like groomed and stuff. See, here's the problem. It's not that there's a human version of my face. It's that my plushiness is contained within a human body, and I would very much prefer it not be, but it is what it is. It's what I'm stuck with. Okay. So that's still honking the horn. Those are blinkers. That's nothing, maybe? I don't know what that's doing. You know, you feel obligated to stream with the steering wheel just because I have it? Yeah, but like, I have it, and also it's fun. You know? We like a steering wheel here. Um, there we go. That sign was very hard to read for some reason. Okay, so hold this down, shift into neutral. There we go. What's my parking brake? It's not triangle. Triangle's where I used to have it. Oh, I think it's hold. Yeah, hold down. Okay. We're good. Everything's fine. We're gonna take a nap. I gotta turn the truck off first. Record a loop of the plushie operating the wheel. That's a good idea. I think the first time I did just put like a non-transparent PNG of a pirate wheel. Oh. Of like a pirate ship steering wheel, like a sailing ship wheel over the front of my little thingy. Alright, he's letting me in. Thanks, sir. Control whatever way's comfy, though. Yeah, you're not wrong. Also, I forgot to look at what the name stands for. The S stands for squirrel, the H stands for high, the I stands for incredible power, the V stands for vugh, guh, bugh, wugh. That's true. Those are all noises I make. You're getting an A plus at knowing what ship stands for. I'm granting you this A plus. I'm very magnanimous with my grading. Is that what magnanimous means? Suddenly I feel like that's not the word I was looking for. But yeah, it's really cool to have a steering wheel. What the fuck? What? Okay, the hold down the button to turn off the engine time is way too short. Wow. I think I need to move that to a button that doesn't have my blinkers on it. It's very easy to just accidentally turn the engine off. The S stands for squish, the H stands for hair, the I stands for indestructible, and the V stands for vroom. This is also true. I'm using the outside camera more because I haven't done this in a minute. What were we talking about? I don't know. I don't know anymore. Ah, shit. Oh no, I'm on the roundabout wrong. That's a cop behind me. He can't know. Nobody tell him that I'm on the roundabout wrong. Here's the problem with video games. It's very hard to read the signs sometimes. I did survive. I did survive getting thrashed around by your puppy, GF. It's true. I don't have that image handy. I probably should have that image handy somewhere that I could just pop it up on stream if I want to. Like, I think I still have the Cable 2 Halloween image from the year before last? Last year? I don't remember what year it was. I do still have that handy in my stream stuff, so I should probably have Getting Thrashed around. You know, okay. I also have another American Truck Simulator thought right now, which is I kind of want to up the realism as much as I can on my current computer. Which, by the way, I'm getting a new computer. I have all the parts. I just need to assemble them. Once I have a case, I'm just waiting on a case right now. Um, which will mean I'll have more power to do the things I need to do. And that'll be nice. Um, so I might be able to do some like graphical stuff or whatever, which might be cool. Um, I should probably. Oh, okay. I don't have to pull in to discover that. That's cool. So that'll be fun. That'll be cool. That'll be neat. But so here's the problem. There are mods that will change all of the weird off-brand branding into actual branding. And on the one hand, that does increase the like fidelity of the simulation. It makes it feel more authentic and everything, which is what we want. It's what we aim for. This is a celebration of simulation. But also, it does put actual brands everywhere. The fake brands take me personally out of it a little bit, but I don't think this is a problem that most people have. Simulate these multinational companies. You're so right. Oh my god, there's a horse. There's a guy on a horse down there. Huh? I didn't know there were guys on horses in this game. Hang on. Just using the road like you're a car? Is that okay? Is that safe? Sorry, there's a horse down there. You're gonna have to wait. You gotta come out the other side? There they are. Okay. Have a good day, horse. Oh fuck, there's like a dog over there too. Oh yeah, I think they added new like NPCs and animals and stuff to the game. That's cool. That's fun. Okay, tertiary thing to talk about with regards to the hall. How do we feel about VR long haul? How do we feel about American Truck Simulator, but I'm wearing a VR headset? Is that too much? Because there is a VR mode in this game, and it works pretty well. But it also seems like it could be a bit much. Uh oh. Uh oh, you're making the reference. Uh oh. It's making the reference, everyone. Brace yourselves. American Truck Simulator VR, but the plushie is self aware. That's pretty good. Uh oh. The question again is whether it's fun. Okay. That's a fair point. What are y'all even doing over there? You got a backhoe. You got one guy. Two guys, sorry. Three guys. Okay. Hey, have any of y'all ever seen like a construction stoplight like that? I never have. I've lived in a lot of states and I've never seen one of those. It's always just a person holding a sign. Quinn. Quinn, please. I'm doing my best. I'm just a funny little plushie. I'm doing my best to keep it together. Baby got backhoe. God. I enjoy the drivel coming out of your text field, so there. Oh shit. That guy just blew through this stop sign and so I didn't know there was a stop sign. Wait, am I insane? That guy just blew right through that sign, right? The, okay, I guess the NPCs do crime now? Like I said, there's been some updates, I think, like overhauls to the NPC behavior and stuff. I think. Alright, we're reducing speed to 45 soon. Oh, 40? The sign said 45. That's rude. 30? Goodness me. This is a nice little town. I bet this is a real town that has like nice brick buildings like this. I don't... I've never been out to this part of Kansas. We're still in Kansas, right? Yeah, like the furthest east I ever went when I was in Kansas City was like Emporia, Topeka. Um where is I want to say it's around here between Junction City and Salina. I don't know that that's quite right though. So, I don't know. I hear a train somewhere, but I don't see the tracks. How accurate are the maps? So they're very truncated, but they kind of capture the feel of a place. Like they tend to get major landmarks, or even like from smaller cities and smaller towns, they tend to get things that would be considered landmarks or like iconic of that city to the people who lived there. Like, Boise, Idaho was where I grew up, so that was like, where I put my first thing in this game. And like they have all of the things that you would expect. They have like the BSU stadium, the one with the football stadium with the blue turf. Like that, they have that stadium on the way up to downtown. They have downtown. They have the Grove Hotel, which has like a very like iconic statue art piece that is a fun depiction of the Boise River basin. And like Jack's Urban Meeting Place, which is some of the worst architecture I've ever seen in my life. No, they don't sell you more accurate maps as DLC. These are the maps you get as DLC. The states are not free. So like, they have all these big landmarks that you would expect to see. But then they also have smaller things like In a certain area, you can drive by, and there's a like water tower in Boise, like on kind of on the outskirts of Boise when you're heading out towards the desert. Um, so like you'll see like that water tower is there, and then you'll drive out towards Nampa, which is one of the like bordering cities. Boise, Meridian, Nampa are kind of the three cities that all kind of sit together in that area. Um, so you'll pass by Nampa, and there's a certain highway exit where off to one side of the freeway there is a like water park.
Blood Meridian Summer.
Blood Meridian Summer. So they'll, yeah, like so there's like a water park there, and there is a sign that's like really 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 tall that you can kind of see from anywhere on that freeway. That has the name of the park on it, and that sign is there. So it's not just the big things. Like they get all of the things that you would expect to see, but then they also get smaller details that people who aren't locals wouldn't know. Um, it's stuff that locals would notice, but like not something that you would ever expect to see represented in a video game when you're, basically truncating cities down to being like 5 or 6 city streets, It's pretty neat. It's interesting. So yeah, accuracy pretty low. The highway or the freeways and the state highways and stuff are for the most part in the right place, but overall the accuracy of the map as a whole is pretty low. But they'll put things that like are absolutely like real things that are there. Like I bet on this highway there's a house right there. Like, I don't know. I think it's neat. I think they do a good job with it. I know they're currently working on a complete rework of California, because California was one of the first states that came out with the game, so they're reworking it to be more closer to the level of accuracy that they go for now, which I think is pretty cool. They're just doing that for free. California gets an IRL rework. Me too. There's a lot of things that they could just like take out of that or put in. Reduce number of wildfires, drought, bug causing drought fixed, removed Herobrine. Wow, there's actually people in the cemeteries and stuff too. Yeah. No, I think they did do some pretty major work to, yeah. Now, I think there might be one, like, iconic Boise building, now that I'm thinking about it. I think there might be one iconic Boise building that they're missing, which is the Mormon Temple. Like, the regional or, like, state or whatever Mormon Temple is there, just off of one of the freeway exits, into kind of more of the suburby area, but it's kind of up where you'll find, like, big box stores like Walmart and stuff. There's this enormous Mormon temple, and it's, there's a lot of Mormons in Boise, and like, the Mormon church has some pretty major problems, but that building is gorgeous. I love that building. When I was a kid, I would tell my parents that was my castle, because there's no identifying signs or marks on it from the front side that you see when you're on the highway. So you only really see that it's like an LDS temple if you're looking at like a pillar that's close by, or at like the front door that you have to see from one of the like ground streets. The new dungeon Old California is now available to characters level 60 and up. Quackers! Anyway, sorry, I'll stop rambling about Boise, Idaho. A city no one cares about, not even me. I do care about it, I grew up there, but also, like, it fucking sucks. Boise is a bad place to be. Especially right now. Over time, the political situation and stuff has gotten worse and worse over there, and also, like the state is getting more and more filled up with like, and I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing. A lot of people in Boise think this is a terrible thing, but like the city, it was on a bunch of like best places in the country to live lists, and so over the course of the last like 20 years, Boise has filled up with people, mostly people who are too conservative for California city politics, have moved to Boise to get away from that and make it overall more crowded and more conservative. So it's getting I pronounce Boise with a hard S. So that's actually a thing. One of the ways that you can tell a local from like, you know, someone who's visiting or hasn't lived there for a long time is that people who are not from Boise call it Boise. In the city of Boise, you call it Boise with a hard S. It's just a little Idaho fun fact for you. There's actually signs, like shirts that people wear sometimes, like shibboleth. Well, you know, if you're not from Boise, you wouldn't know that, you know. It's one of those things that I didn't even notice until I like left Boise and started talking to people who aren't from the area more. As like an 18-year-old, people just do not pronounce it Boise. They pronounce it Boise outside of the city, or outside of like that area, I guess, because there's like 3 cities there, but they're all basically the same city. You know how it is. Um, but yeah, there's a sorry, what was the word I was looking for? There's like, oh, there's like shirts that you can get from like, you know, local gift shop type places where it's like, it's just a shirt that in all lowercase letters says BOY-SEE. Boise. Just a weird little thing. And hey, sorry, I know I've talked about this on stream before. That was the wrong button. That's like the menu button. I wanted to just pause. Oh. Huh. I guess the pause button that I had before isn't the pause button anymore. Okay. Can I just talk for a second about Jack's Urban Meeting Place? I'm going to pull up some images here of simply one of the worst buildings of all time that I've ever seen. They were building this goddamn place. For like, I don't know, like 10 years. Like this building took forever to put together. Let me adjust my stream stuff. There we go. And I hit this button. The name of a building in Discworld or something. Yeah, right? So like, look at this fucking thing. Look at this fucking thing. It's made by one member of the Simplot family, who are like, the Simplot family are like potato magnates. Like they're the people who got Idaho famous for potatoes, so they're like the local rich family. And they put this building together. It's called Jack's Urban Meeting Place because of Jack Simplot, who I think was like the guy from the family who like started the farms up and stuff. There's a big slide on top of this parking garage, I guess. There's this weird jungle gym. Like, it is just this enormous fucking ugly ass building smack in the middle of downtown Boise. They built it that way on purpose. A long-winded explanation for why they went with Urban Meeting Place. That would have been a groan-inducing punchline. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they built it this way on purpose. It looks like this on intentionally. And they worked on it for a very long time. Like, most of the time that I was back in Boise after I left for a couple of years was like they were in the process of building this. They only finished it towards the end of the time I was in Boise. Now, there are some cool things there. Like outside of the building, in one of the earlier pictures, you could see them, a couple of them. Like down here, I think you can see my mouse pointer, right? Yeah, you can. Like down here, and over, like there's one on the street down here somewhere. A lot of these little contraptions and stuff are the original tractors. I think there's a couple down here too. Like the original tractors that Jack Simplot owned when he was starting up the farms and stuff, you know, like the potato farms. So like that's kind of cool. There's some like interesting historical stuff there, but like ugh. Look at this fucking place. Just the most like oh yeah, you can see the tractors better from this angle. Oh hey, that's during the balloon festival. There's a balloon festival every year where there's a bunch of hot air balloons. It's fun. Sorry, I'm just reminiscing about Boise now. But like, you know, like there's some cool stuff there, but why did they make it look like that? What did they do to this building? While I'm at it, there's a this. So this is the thing in Boise that I was talking about. This is a smaller image than I thought it was. Anyway, like this is a depiction of the Boise River Basin, and that's kind of a really iconic part of Boise downtown. Because this street right here is Capitol Boulevard, the one that's heading from left to right on the screen, is Capitol Boulevard. So like you go down a hill from some of the suburby areas and you're smack on Capitol Boulevard. At the very end of the street, you can see the Boise Capitol building. And you pass by this as you're going over there. It's like a block or two up from here. So like that's pretty cool. You know, there's some cool stuff. But then they decided to just slap down one of the worst buildings I've ever seen in my entire life. Just in the center of it all for some fucking reason. Like, why, man? Why are you doing that? Anyway, sorry. That was a whole lot of nothing to ramble about. Sorry for making you sit through that. But that building is there in the video game. So there's some fun facts about Boise, Idaho, a city no one cares about or likes, aside from people who live there. Honestly, even a lot of the people who live there are really jaded now on account of all the like immigrants is the wrong word. Immigrants implies something else than what I mean. Uh, I don't know, people who moved over from California. That's what they're mad about. They're not. I don't think that counts as immigration. Maybe it does. Emigration? Is that what that is? Emigration is within the country without leaving it? I don't know. Anyway, sorry. um. Anyway, I don't think I ever asked how you're doing, Quinn, and I didn't ask Gertchie or I thought I saw Galax in here. Not in my chat scroll anymore, but I assume it's just above somewhere, maybe, if Galax was here. Emigrates from their country of origin to immigrate to another. Okay. That makes more sense. Transplants. I don't know. People who thrust themselves upon the wonderful city of Boise, Idaho, and made it bad. Because obviously Boise had zero problems before Californians started moving there. And Boise drivers from Boise are great drivers, and the only reason that it sucks to drive there is because Californians are bad at driving. Obviously. I love blaming my problems on the outgroup. It's so fun. It's my favorite hobby. The city is called Gaimon. This is just a city that is named after a Digimon who's just like some guy. I'm just gonna get over this lane. It's a Digimon that like it doesn't even pretend to be a creature of any kind. Like you know, like when they basically turn into just human beings with angel wings or whatever in their later forms. It's like one of those. Except like from the beginning, he's just some dude. Migrants? Maybe. That makes sense. Anyway, it doesn't matter. What's going on in Boise, Idaho is none of my business. Look at this gorgeous skin I made. I need to figure out how to make skins for American Truck Simulator again because I really do want to switch to a different truck. I think I want to switch to a W600. I think is the one that I want. It's more of that classic boxy, older school style of truck design, as opposed to the like really streamlined aerodynamic bodies of these ones. Not that there's anything wrong with this. I just like that classic design a lot. W900, I think, is the one I'm thinking of. So, but unfortunately, for that to work, I need to make a new texture with Cable 2 stuff on it to have a Cable 2 skin, you know? This is so pretty, though. I even erased the C out of it for the hood. Like, oh, it looks so good. Just, I'm allowed to admire my own work once in a while. Every now and again, I can say that something I did was good, actually. But only every now and again. I don't want to get too big for my britches. I should drive like this. There's really long lights in this town. Too big for my stitches. I've also seen art of that. But that's not appropriate for this Christian Cable 2. Oh, goodness me. This Christian Minecraft server, that's the phrase I was looking for. Cable 2 After Dark, or, Long Haul After Dark is what you actually said. We have done Long Haul After Dark before. And I don't remember what we talked about, but it was slightly more raunchy than you would generally expect from me. Because I'm wholesome. I've never said anything raunchy in my life. In fact, if anyone ever says anything vaguely, uncouth, not appropriate, in coming from my body, that's Clarity's fault. That's actually Clarity talking. That's completely on her and not on me. Don't worry about it. She's not happy about that joke. Oh no! Sorry, I need to pause. Quinn, please. Quinn, come on. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. Or at least read some of the stuff that's like good and not bad. You're not wrong, Cora. It really did do that. God, I can't stop laughing now. You will prove it good and not bad through your performance. I see. I see. I understand. We haven't done live Long Haul Presents in a while, have we? I think I only ever did a couple of actual episodes with that title. And I think that was mostly just me wanting to play Zelda instead of worrying about a simulation game. And so I just played Zelda instead. But I think I only ever... Goodness me. Sorry. Golly. Doing big yawns. I think I only ever did that twice. Oh, this is... Okay. I thought this was a highway. Or I thought this was a 4-lane highway, not a 2-lane. The Long Haul Presents ranking cartoon dogs' sexualities? Is that what it was? Because we were trying to figure out what... Yeah. Like we were trying to we were talking about different cartoon dogs and trying to figure out what their sexual orientation was. It might have been ranking cartoon dog sexual orientations. That might have been what it was. It was the moment you made your first mark. Honestly, you've made other marks on Long Haul history, I would say. That was from a very early stream too, wasn't it?
There is nothing more enchanting than a big cozy owl hug. You've never had an owl hug? Well, brace yourself. It looks like Owl is swooping in to give you one right now.
Thank you, Owl. Thank you, Claude Monet, for the owl hug. Oh, goodness me, I need to slow down. I need to slow my dang roll over here. I do love an owl hug. Owl City is a good sound alert. The Long Haul Presents ranking Cable 2 sound alerts, honestly. Blood Meridian Summer is S tier, obviously. Blood Meridian Summer, The Drive, Owl City, oh goodness, the pizza one. What's the pizza one called? Oh god, fuck. Fly by Night Pizza Delivery Services.
Chicago
That's the one.
Style Hot Dog Alert. Chicago 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 Style Hot Dog Alert.
Shrimp. What the heck is this? Why are you yelling?
I bought it with my own $20.
I forgot how long that one goes on for. It really does just keep on going. Anyway, how are you doing, Claude Monet? We're really talking inside baseball here, huh? Goodness. Golly. I'm also doing great. I'm having a great night. It's a nice night. It's a nice night for a long haul. And look, I've gone almost an entire hour into the stream and I haven't even mentioned Monster Hunter once. Because it's definitely not the only thing that's been on my mind for the last, I don't know, 6 days. Your day will be ruined. Oh no. Why's that? You suppressed your urge to mention Monster Hunter the instant you joined. Are you playing Monster Hunter? Are you playing Monster Hunter on PC? Maybe we should hunt. My computer fucking barely runs it acceptably. Actually, this is the reason I'm getting a new computer. When I mentioned a new computer earlier, the reason that's happening is because I complained. Oh, you did put your Hunter ID in there. I did see that. I'll have to do something with that later on. Maybe put mine in there too. I complained to some friends that my computer could not run the Monster Hunter Wilds beta in a way that was at all playable, and that I would probably need to get a new computer to actually be able to play the game. And then a friend of mine from that chat DM'd me and said, hey, do you want me to just like I found a thing on PC Part Picker that is a computer that beats all of the requirements, and it's like $600, and the only thing it doesn't have is a graphics card. And I fucking went, no, absolutely not. You can't do that. You need that money. You have a bunch of money, but you need that. And she said, bet. That is not literally what she said, but she basically said, like, I don't actually need this money to get out of the place I currently am. What I need is a job in the place I'm going. So yeah, she bought me a $600 computer setup. Yeah, but then I got Wilds. Yeah. So this is the wild part. What Quinn's saying here too. I got Wilds because again I mentioned the computer thing in front of someone. And I said or someone who I live with in this case. And I basically said, like, yeah, I guess I just have to find some money that I can set aside to get Monster Hunter. Because I'm obviously going to really want to play it when I get that. And she, sitting on the couch, went, oh, that I've been meaning to get you something as a gift anyway. You want Monster Hunter? So I got it. And I've been playing it on my current computer, and I feel really bad about the whole getting a new computer situation, because while it does not run well, it is perfectly playable. Also, the person who got me Monster Hunter got me the version with all of the extra cosmetics and stuff. She just thought that would be nice. It was like $110 instead of $70. Like, good lord. I am cared for. I have such good friends and family. Like, I said someone that I live with, and I called her my friend, but, like, we're basically family. Yeah. No, my friends and family are wonderful. Oh, this lane's gonna end. Is it gonna end before I get to this turn? Because I'd like to just turn off. Apparently is. It's like right before. You have burger money to spend. You gotta get yourself a burger. Also, yeah, Gertchie, I have a 2070 Super. And so I am also like that when, you know, any modern game that I would like to play comes out. Good lord, I didn't expect that guy to cut me off like that. I also feel exactly that way about it every time a game that I want to play that's new comes out. 2070 Super, honestly, the bottleneck on my computer presently has nothing to do with the graphics card. The graphics card is handling like a champ. It has room to breathe. Like I could up the settings more than I have, and it would be fine. But the processor, yeah, CPU and RAM, like, my processor is suffering. When I have that game open, my processor is at 100% at all times. It's wild. Which I guess is appropriate, because it's Monster Hunter Wilds. Get it? Get it? It's funny because Wild is the name of the yeah. The Third Fleet's Oath. I don't know that I know what the Third Fleet's Oath is. Would you tell me what it is before I say yes? Oh, you made it up. Well, what's the oath? Oh god, challenge rules. Uh-oh. Well, hit me. I guess the second half of the stream is about Monster Hunter. A bit more in line with the older games. I see. Well, that's not terrible. I like the older games. We managed the first half without it becoming Monhun Hall, yeah. Also, I think the tutorials in Monster Hunter Wilds are pretty bad, just for the record. Did you know there's no capturing monsters tutorial? No visiting camps during a hunt to restock items. You can use what you bring, what you gather. Only eat so tasty. No cooking meals in the field. Now, when you say no cooking meals, does that include a well-done steak? Because that is something you have to cook on the camp stove. And in the older games, you could cook that anywhere. No, using the Sacred to save you from damage. There's some kind of trick that you can supposedly do with the Sacred that works like a wirebug breakfall. Huh. I didn't know that. No bringing two of the same weapon type into the field. Yeah, I mean, that isn't unlike how I've been playing. I've eaten in the field a couple of times just because it's easier. And also because I've been treating it a little bit like an open world game, which I think is what the game wants me to think of it as, in an odd way. So, like, I've basically been doing exactly that. Occasionally, I do forget things that I need for certain hunts, and so I will go back to the pop-up camp and grab those items, but I don't do that, like, after the hunt has started. Yeah, only using safe camps is kind of a brutal restriction, because there are not that many of them in the at least in the first couple maps. Actually, no, there's a million of them in the first map. There's not that many of them in the later maps. There's like 2 per map. I think there's like 4 in Windswept Plains. But yeah, I've been playing, I was playing Hammer at first, but I was keeping an Insect Glaive as my secondary weapon. But I kind of got frustrated with how slow Hammer is, and started just playing Insect Glaive, and I'm having a great time. Don't want to waste my time on a camp that's just going to get destroyed. Yeah, I mean, they automatically respawn. Charge Blade all the way? Hell yeah. I try to play a different main weapon every game. That's kind of my thing with Monster Hunter is I don't want to play the same main weapon I played in the last one. So last game in Rise I played a lot of Charge Blade, and in World I was playing Longsword. In Generations I think I was playing, what was I playing in Generations? I don't remember. Give me a sword and shield in your back pocket. Longsword for Wilds looks really cool, honestly. Goodness, I can't remember what weapon I played in Generations. Oh, I was playing dual blades. That's right, because I had the like the pizza cutter dual blade and the one that's just like 2 mugs of beer. Yeah, so I played dual blades in that. Then in For You, I played Insect Glaive and a little bit of Charge Blade in 4U because that's the game that introduced those two. And then 3U, I was playing primarily Switch Axe. So I try to switch it up every new game. I didn't play any Monster Hunters before that. That was my first one. Anyway, sorry, this has been Monster Hunter Corner. Other people are welcome to talk about other things. I just really like Monster Hunter. Went back to SNS because you have a skill issue. That's fair. Oh, you know what? No, I didn't play mostly Switch Axe in Rise. I was playing mostly Gunlance. I think I started that one on Switch Axe and then I switched to Gunlance as my main weapon partway through because I decided that sounded like more fun. Am I enjoying Gemma? Yeah, she's fun. She's nice. I like Gemma. I like Alma. I like Natu. Natu? Nata. Sorry, Natu is a Pokemon. Yeah, like the main cast is fun, I think. And it's interesting to have more of a straight up story. It is cool that Gemma's back. I wish that that Sophie was back though. If you're gonna bring back For You characters, where is Sophie? I need her. She's my friend. Uh-oh, I'm getting sleepy. I'm gonna have to find somewhere to rest. Kayamba. I don't remember who that is. Oh, sorry. There's 1 second. Okay, sorry. I had a birthday gift for someone stashed in here, and the person who bought it needs to wrap it. So sorry about that. Chasha and Kayamba, that's the like the Shakalaka guys from 3U, right? Or are they from 4? I'm not remembering. Okay. Yeah, okay, I thought that was who that was. Gajalakas? They're... Shakalaka is the right word, right? Am I misremembering that? It's been a long time since I've touched 3. I feel like we're chasing everyone off by going Monster Hunter mode. Goodness me, my throat's a little gunky. I'm gonna drink some water. Can a plushie drink water while also driving a big truck? Yes. It's fun and legal. Okay, there's a gas station and rest stop up here, so... Oh, that's not a way I can exit off of the highway. I guess I have to do it up here. The game is yelling at me for letting my trucker get too sleepy. I've considered turning off fatigue. It's not like that fun of a mechanic. I like that it limits how long you can drive at a time for, and you have to sort of strategize out where you're taking rests and stuff a little bit. But it's also just kind of inconvenient sometimes. Law-abiding plushie, exactly. I'm always obeying the law. There's never been a situation where I have not obeyed the law. Just ask the city of Boise, Idaho, who tried to convict me for arson that one time. It was only attempted arson. And I kept telling them that. And they didn't believe me, so I had to take a plea deal. This sounds like a joke. It's not a joke, actually. This is a real thing that happened to me. I did not attempt arson. Me and a friend were, like, smoking cigarettes at, like, 13 years old. You know, we were naughty kids. I'm actually going to just take my trailer off to get gas, so I don't have to deal with trying to maneuver the trailer through these. We were like smoking cigarettes outside of an elementary school, like the school that we went to, and also the school's what's it called? Like playground stuff is attached to a park, so it's like it kind of feels like all one zone, even though there is definitely a zone that is just the school, and we were definitely on it. And there were these kids younger than us, like 7 or 8 year old girls, who were playing on the playground there, and like we were, you know, dumb teenagers. So what were we gonna do? We were gonna smoke our cigarettes and then go like burn some garbage or whatever. And you know, I was being as safe about it as one possibly could be about burning garbage in front of an elementary school. Nothing happened. Nothing burned down or anything. But these girls saw us and basically went like, "Hey, you better get out of here." And we were, I was a teenager pretending to be a boy, and he was a teenage boy, the kid with me. And so, little girls tell us, "Hey, you have to leave here, or else something bad's gonna happen to you." We were like, "Yeah, whatever, sure thing, kid." Because it's arrogant teenagers or whatever. Did I just hit something? Wait, what? What happened that I got trailer damage there? Did that guy drive into my trailer while I was pulling forward? Lord. So, yeah, we went through all that rigmarole. The little girls, since we didn't leave, started just screaming at the top of their lungs. And, it's the middle of summer vacation. Obviously there's no one in the school, right? Because we're stupid teenagers and we don't know how teachers operate. There were teachers in the school, though, is the thing. And so we basically go, okay, we'll just leave, I guess, while they're doing that thing. And so they stop doing it and we move on. And as we're walking down the little street entrance towards the street, yeah, because the teachers live at school and they sleep in the teachers' lounge. Exactly. I was a dumb kid. I didn't know how teachers worked. I live with a teacher now, and they do live in the school and sleep in the lounge, so you could hardly call it living with me, even. Yeah, so the janitor, the school janitor, everyone loves this guy, by the way. He's been the janitor for forever. When I was elementary through 6th grade, that was the janitor of the school. He was really nice. He was a lot of fun, but he got into his truck and he pulled up to us and went like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" And we went, we were burning some stuff or whatever. Sorry, it won't happen again. We're leaving, so yeah. And so, we leave. He says, "Yeah, okay, as long as you leave." Child of a grade school teacher. So you just didn't have a parent most of the time at home, because they were at the school, right? And then as soon as we're past the barrier, past from the sidewalk at the school onto the public sidewalk, I'm like, God, I feel really bad about this, about disturbing them and causing trouble or whatever, because I'm I'm socially anxious and I don't want people to be mad at me, and I felt bad about it. So I decide I'm gonna walk back in. Just go into the office area, the by the front door where the office is, and just apologize for causing trouble. And my friend's like, "That we shouldn't do that. We should just fucking leave." But I'm just like, "Okay, I'm gonna do it." And he follows me. And so I go in, I apologize, I just say "Hey, I just wanted to say sorry, we're going, but I don't like causing trouble, and I just wanted to make sure that you understand that we fucked up and we know that and we're sorry." And she goes, "Well, that's great, I appreciate you apologizing, but you were told to leave the school and you came back, which now means that you're trespassing, and legally I have to call the police." So yeah, so we get arrested. It is kind of just we're just at the school thing. They didn't actually handcuff us or take us in or anything, but we have to sit there for a long time while the police show up and stuff. You also have a story of getting in trouble for doing the right thing, telling the truth out of school. I need to hear yours too now. I hadn't had much more consequences, yeah. So, long story short from there, yeah, you know, like we get told that we're being charged with felony arson because apparently we were attempting to burn down the school, apparently, I guess. And we're all like, well, that's not what was happening at all. They're like, we don't care. That's what you're being charged with. We don't have to like make bail or whatever. Like they don't think we're gonna run. So you know we just kind of go back to our regular lives and then get mailed a fucking court date where I have to go down to a state judge with an opposing lawyer. Like there was a what's it called? The one that isn't the defense lawyer, you know. Prosecutor, thank you. There is like a state prosecutor there. And he approaches me and my dad after we get there and are like waiting for our appointed time. And he approaches us and he basically says like, hey, you know, like they had to charge you with this because that's how the law works. Like in certain circumstances with like state-owned buildings and stuff, it automatically counts as a worse crime than it actually was. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to offer you a deal. You plead guilty, and I will ask the judge to downgrade the to downgrade the crime, the charge. There we go. To illegal burning instead of arson, which is in Idaho the law. Illegal burning is basically the law for when like a child accidentally burns their parents' house down, and like the punishment for that is you have to go like talk to a fire marshal for a couple hours about fire safety. So yeah, I have taken a plea deal to avoid a felony charge, which is not a thing a lot of people can say. I have pled guilty to attempted arson in my life. Anyway, that's all off my record now, because that happened before I was 18. So as far as I know, that's just completely scrubbed when you turn 18. Because it was a misdemeanor once everything was said and done. So yeah. That's my arson story. It's a pretty good story. Like I used to think it wasn't a very good story. Like I thought it was just kind of boring because nothing really happened. But people kept telling me it was a fun story to hear. So vehicle inspection at the way station, sure thing. But yeah, like people think it's like funny or interesting enough that they, you know. Cool. They didn't have anything to say about the slight damage to my trailer. Sometimes they charge you money if your truck is too damaged, to encourage you to go fix your goddamn truck. The sleepy's hitting. Oh no. It's sleepy time. I missed the part where you said that you stayed with your mom at school. Was the teacher's lounge cool, or did you have to sleep in like one of the gyms or something? I don't know why I said that as if there are multiple gyms in most schools. There definitely aren't. I think my high school could technically have been said to have two gyms because there was like a weights room as well as a regular like basketball court type gym. Had giant reams of colored paper. Fuck yeah. Oh, that's sick. Um, Spent a lot of time browsing Sir Heavy. That's fun. I later learned, also, after all this, I later learned that prosecutors absolutely are technically allowed to lie to you about plea deals. Like, a plea deal is not a guaranteed thing. They can offer it, but, like, they don't technically have to make good on it. They usually do, because they don't want to, like, these are people who care about the upholding the trust in the justice system, or whatever. But yeah, apparently they are allowed to lie to you, and I've thought so much about like how insane would it be if I had spent like the rest of my childhood in juvenile hall for arson. How wild would that have been? Because a guy tricked me into pleading guilty. And you know, I could be wrong on that technically being legal, but that's something that I read somewhere, like, you know, half remembered thing from like 10, 20, or 10 to 15 years ago. Because I'm old as balls. It would have sucked because then you probably wouldn't have met me. I know. That would have sucked because I would have probably not have met you either. Wouldn't have met any of the amazing folks here at Cable 2. I love Cable 2. What a miserable time that would have been. Now here's my question: do you think that Idaho Juvenile Hall lets you will pay for you to transition? Because if that was the case, I probably would have, like, you know, what do I have to lose at the point that I'm in juvie for the next 5 years? I might as well just say, like, hey, I'm trans and I've known that since I was 10. Would love to have some hormones. Do you think that would have worked? Probably not, because it's Idaho. Idaho is deeply conservative. Anyway, sorry. That has nothing to do with anything. We are almost there on our funny little truck trip. I honestly have no idea where we are right now. I haven't been paying attention to signs or anything. I've just sort of been following the line. We're by Flagstaff. Flagstaff is in Arizona? Is that right? Did we make it all the way? No, that's it. Oh, yeah, that is Arizona. Cool. Neat. Oh, also, I didn't get to show this, but I do now own every state in the game except for Arkansas. So they're really getting far along on this map. Like they're hitting the Mississippi. You know? They're really right up on there. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited to see, this game with like a full US map. And then I assume from there, like similar to what they've done with Euro Truck, they started doing, goodness, what's the word? They started doing thingies for stuff. uh, oh, they started doing like regions of like Eastern Europe going into Asia, like with like into Russia and stuff. They started doing that like piece by piece. So I assume after this they're gonna go to either Canada or Mexico. Probably Canada, because I don't know. I don't know why I think probably Canada. It just seems more likely on account of like the way people think about Mexico, unfortunately. That being said, it'd be cool to go to Canada in this game. So I assume this game's going to continue having like a lot of expansions for a long time. It's funny that I never got into Euro Truck. People love Euro Truck way more than they love American Truck. I am also getting tired. I think at the end of this delivery, which shouldn't take much longer, I'm gonna just call it. The problem with American Truck is that like a long delivery doesn't take quite long enough to, get in the way of or to take up a whole stream. But then short deliveries are like anywhere from like 10 minutes to an hour, and that doesn't quite fit anywhere either. You have to go sleep mode. I hope you have a nice night. I hope that your battery charges good. It's been nice chatting as always. Love to chat with you, Quinn. You're very good. It's like a beautiful sunset, though. It's actually like really pretty right now. You think I can like... How do I go into photo mode again? Just like real quick, see if I can get like a good nice shot of this, because I think it's very pretty. Probably from this side. How's this? How we feeling about this? See if I can get a good angle from the other side here. I like to get the truck in it also, I don't want to like just sort of maybe straight on center of the frame, the sunset. pretty. Oh, goodness. Golly, I'm honestly pretty sleepy too. It's been a nice day though. I might wind down from stream, make a coffee, have a nice little time. Road work ahead? Yeah, I sure hope it does. I did the joke. I hope you all enjoyed the joke, TM. Okay. I tried. A real driver would have pulled a little bit further up and just turned in. Well, oh my god, don't get on your brakes on the freeway, dude. What's wrong with you? Why would you slow down that much to exit? It's a slip exit. Like you can just get off, dude. You don't have to do whatever you just did. Oh, we are very nearly there. I can see it on the minimap. Fucking pigs. I bet that guy didn't do shit. I tend to call all of the drivers in these games Guy. I don't know why. I'm sorry, y'all just probably heard me like cracking my fingers. Don't worry about it. I don't even have fingers. Look at my funny little plushy paws. I'm normal. I'm a normal plushie. There's no bones in here. No bones about it. I'm regular. And also normal. In addition to being not weird, not strange, not haunted. Literally, don't even worry about it. Everything's fine. There are no bones inside of my funny plushy body. Teehee, haha. Why would there be? No one has to wonder about that because there aren't. Don't even have to think about it. I'm certainly not thinking about it. Are you? You should stop. Is this where I'm pulling in? Okay, there it is. Do I feel confident about parking it there? Let's give it a shot. So it needs to go right up to the loading door. Okay. Make sure we're relatively straightened out here. Don't tell me how to skip. I'm working on it. Okay, my angle was a little bad, but you still don't have to tell me how to skip. Because now I'm in this position. Just pull forward a little to straighten the trailer out a bit. Okay, one more adjustment and I should be good. Oh, it's still a little turned. Come on. Just go in as straight as possible. Here we go. From Junction City, Kansas to Big Stretch to Kingman, Arizona. Look at that. All right. Oh, I'm gonna wind down now. Well, maybe I'll wind up a little bit. I'm gonna make some coffee. Look, everyone. I don't know how many people are still here. Could be no one. I'm tired, and I enjoy doing the long haul, and I'm sorry I don't do it more. Hopefully sometime soon I can be doing the long haul more often again. It's just been having a rough go lately. Friends! Enemies! Past romantic partners and future nemesis, thanks for watching The Long Haul. It's a celebration of simulation. Have a good night.